Hey folks, this is Jake from Seattle Coffee Gear, and today we're going to be doing a crew review of the Bodum Bistro Burr Grinder. This is the upgraded version from Bodum, which has an integrated timer and a couple other features that make it a really nice compact grinder for home use. The glass catch bin is about a 6-ounce capacity, which is right around 120 grams, but you're only going to get about 80 grams of coffee in there. So it's great for up to like a 12-cup pot. There is the timer on the top, which ranges from 5 to 20 seconds. You just turn that timer and hit this main button, and that's what starts the grinding, and then it goes until it stops. The timer doesn't turn down like a kitchen timer would. It just stays there as the set time, so it's ready for the next batch. There is a couple more handy things that make this really easy to use. On the top of the lid, there is actually a grind size and grind time chart. And what this gives you is how many seconds, for fine espresso or pressurized espresso portafilter baskets, a medium grind for your drip brewer, and then coarse for something like a percolator, a French press, something like that. And it's a really handy guide, so you don't have to quite remember exactly how long to set the timer for your different brewing methods. The Bodum uses a twist adjust burr system, so you're going to be actually twisting the hopper to make your burr adjustments. When you get this, and when it comes in the box, the burr is actually not installed, but it's super easy. You just pop it on top, you place the hopper all the way over on the coarsest setting, and then it clicks in place. Turn it to the first setting, and that's French press, and you're ready to grind. And I did some grinding here earlier. You're going to see the coarsest, a medium grind, and the finest grind on this grinder. The coarsest, like a lot of smaller cone burr grinders, it's a little inconsistent, but I'd say it's still really good for French press. It's pretty coarse actually, but there are some fines in there which are not ideal, but it still would do good on a shorter French press. The medium grind is actually quite nice for a grinder of this size and caliber. It's quite consistent, and this is almost like a fine drip, but it's pretty much just a standard drip, just a little finer than that. And that was done on the medium setting, which actually shows a little Chemex there. And then there is the espresso setting, or the finest setting. And I was really surprised when I saw this for the first time. The espresso, or the finest setting, is really quite fine. It's almost like to that sandy consistency, where we'd be saying you could get a true espresso shot out of it. But I do think that like a pressurized portafilter, a pressurized espresso machine, or a mocha pot would do fantastic with these settings. And now I'm just going to do a quick grinding session just to show you what it sounds like. It's not the quietest grinder in the world, but it is compact, and you're not going to get as much sound insulation as a larger grinder. And I'm just going to set it for 5 seconds here, and then it's just going to run for 5 seconds. And I am going to set it at maybe a medium coarse setting, and we're going to see how that goes. So you just click the button, and there we go. And this grind container, they say it's anti-static, but I did notice just a little bit of static accumulation with the chaff on the beans, which is the brown parchment paper piece of the bean. Especially when you remove the lid, you can see just a little bit of static accumulation. It's not horrible. It's not any worse than most of the smaller cone grinders, but it is something to watch out for. You are probably going to want to get a grinder brush with something like this. And I'm just going to shake this out here. And this is on the medium coarse setting, and it's just a touch finer than the coarsest setting that you can see over here. Really, you'd be using this for something like a little bit stronger of a French press, maybe even a really quick drip, or like a larger pot of drip coffee, something that you need just a little less extraction out of. But overall, I'm really quite impressed with the Bodum grinder. It does a great job for its price point, and it's super small. It's one of the smallest grinders that I've ever seen in this cone grinder shape, and I think it would be great for your home brewing methods. So thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.